Well, out at Elizabeth this afternoon, Central undertook something of a credibility test. They caused an upset last week and they had the opportunity to set the Satellite City alight tonight by winning their second game in a row. They had Norwood at home. Norwood was slightly depleted and I would suggest they were perhaps a little bit shaky after that first up loss to Sturt last weekend. We're going to join this game 10 minutes into the first quarter. Our commentators are Jerry Harrison and Dennis Airy.
Young, rangy ruckman, slim build, would have a height reach of about 12 feet with that arm straight up, and here's his opposition Cousins, forming the defensive line across centre. Now looks towards half forward, goes wide. That's a good movement to the half forward. True spot at the back Wilbur, the favourite of the crowd. This time he lifts and he's got Johnny Platten there if he wants him, and a brilliant running mark going backwards. Here's Warhurst kick in. Again, Stephen Trigg versus Dickinson. Again, Trigg over to Dickinson. Well done by Teal. Gets it out wide. Here's a chance for little Albie Menzel. He's at half-back flank. Goes with a long, low pass. Nowhere in particular. 2-8. There's a famous name. Craig Kelly's carrying it. Over to Morano. Morano's got Bruce Winter in the goal face if he wants him. Here's an opportunity. Squirt versus Winter. Winter, a brilliant mark. Uses the body. Squirt reckons he pushed him in the back. But Bruce Winter, the veteran and great amount of experience, used the body well. Ex-Blues man, now a confirmed red leg. As we notice Cousins swapping with Bytheen off the bench as Bruce Winter's got the job of kicking this straight. All did it well too. Straight through the centre at the 14-minute mark of the first term. Norwood 1 goal, Central Districts 1-3. Peter Bytheen, always vigorous, against Michael Annie. The ball comes out, it's loose. Danny Jenkins, tons of courage there. A skillful hand pass. Michael Aish, always looking, and there's a beautiful example straight to Nev Roberts. He sees a chance, 1-on-1. Bruce Winter, squirt. Bruce Winter can't control it. Flicks it over to Morano. Here's an opportunity for the legs as the ball is put to boot. It was done by Maynard. The first goal for a long time, Norwood. 3 goals, Central Districts 1-6. 26 minutes gone, first term.
Brilliant football by Ace, got it up to Roberts. His kick went in here. We'll see Bruce Winter working well there. The tap will come back to Morano, and a very constructive handball. And the youngster did it well under pressure. Hannum was there, forced him all the way, and his first goal.
And so now Squirt. Drop punt wide, looking for Cousins. The odds 2-1. That's good defence by the Norwood forwards. Over to Michael Annie. All the hand passes on very quickly. Getting it over to Maynard. He's got a chance. Flicks the ball over to Jarvis, and Andy Jarvis looks to the goal face, and there's the first major for the term. Norwood 3-1, Central Districts 1-6. 3 minutes gone, second term.
Good football by the youngster Michael Annie to Maynard, who chipped away short and found Jarvis, and the wingman, who dropped down through half forward, immediately bolted, did well with the breeze, took plenty of right-hand goal post, and it swung back to the centre to record Norwood's second goal. They lead by 7 points.
Short. Jim Fantasia gets the hand pass over. It goes long. An opportunity for Maynard. Can't quite control it. Rene Van Dommel playing the game of his life at the moment. In comes Mark Pickman. He goes short accurately. Oh, great attempt by Graham. Dickinson in there also, and a player held by not in possession. Dickinson's the man that must get it. He spots his captain, Danny Jenkins. Centre wing, looks short, McIntosh, the man he's after. Oh, Bytheen, the late arrival, ducks both of them. Beautiful bit of football. Here he is, Gary Menzel. Albie got a chance, doesn't kick a long ball. Oh, snuck down well low, did it beautifully. Directed traffic towards Rodney Maynard. Good movement then from the half-forward flankers. Perfect placement. Albie Menzel was there waiting. And over to this young man. Kicked 1 goal in the first term. And a great goal. Here's a drop punt. Oh, wobbles a bit, but it doesn't matter. It's dead straight. That's his second. And Norwood 5-2. Central Districts 2 goals, 8. 17 minutes gone, second term.
That was a goal Norwood needed badly. McIntosh, who hasn't been in the play, back between 2 defenders. Watch the foot pass here. Went in beautifully directed to Menzel, and we'll notice Maynard bolt. He came running about 50 metres to create this opportunity. Into the space he went, and the youngster showing good opportunism there to put Norwood clear by 12 points.
Looking to go short, did it well. Here's Hine all by himself. On the chest, plays on quickly. Albie Menzel waits and gets wide to Teal. The running player was Scanlon, but he wants to go much further than that and does so. Winter and Squirt collide. The ball's not there though. Morano, the hand pass swept out, beautifully tapped on. McIntosh, that's a gimme goal to that player. Straight through the centre, 6-3 Norwood. Central District's 2 goals 10, 24 minutes gone, second term.
This is probably the best passage of football all day. Winter clearing his head, the ball bouncing back, taken by Morano. Long hand pass. Now watch Maynard. Down to McIntosh was magnificent. Quick thinking by the youngster, and McIntosh posted his first goal, the 6th for Norwood, and they lead by 17 points. A breeze southeasterly to the northern end, to which Norwood are going at the moment, as Wright got the tap away. Robertson the hand pass. Beautifully manoeuvred there by Pittman. Floats into goal, but Warhurst is out in front of Trigg as he bolts clear. Deep with the kick to the centre wing area, not directed. Well read by Theme to Pittman, and the Bulldogs set it up. Van Dommel through half forward. Oh, this is a balanced kick at goal, but it floats and clean bowls them for a goal. Well left, one would say, to Stephen Trigg. A goal by Van Dommel, and the Centrals now trail by 18 points at the 28-minute mark.
Oh, and there he is, the ironic tap on the head of McIntosh as he goes past. There's the attack. Here's Rene Van Dommel. Look at the effort McIntosh puts in. He gets his kick and it floats. Hands and knees stuff. I can remember the ball bounced the other side the quarter before. This time, Fickley, it's gone through for the goal, and Rene has kicked his second goal.
There's a bit of a scrap on out in front of the goal square. Wilbur's there with Justin Scanlon. The umpires told Warhurst to hold things, Tom. Now he's allowed to kick. Comes out this defensive flank, searching for Hine. Oh, good mark by Cousins. Worked down nicely to Hannum. In turn, Rusiak settles, goes towards goal. And a good mark by Wilbur Wilson. Plays on, puts it through. That's his second goal, and the Bulldogs, 5 goals 12. Trail Norwood 7-4 with 4.5 minutes played in this third term.
There he is, the rotund Wilbur Wilson. A brilliant bit of work, a lot of heavy work done then. The ball brought out by Brett Hannum, then Lindsay Rusiak. The kick was low. Johnny Platten was the flyer. Wilbur Wilson, though, realised the play was called on. The call was play on, right foot. We'll hear about that one after the game. Straight through the centre, and that's his second goal.
The Bulldogs getting caught on this defensive flank as Justin Scanlon takes the kick in to find Big Hine. And Hine settling down play. Should go low with the ball. Gets a fair distance up to the half-back line, but badly directed. And in the way is Bird. Stabs away short. Finds Connolly. He's travelled right across that half-forward line from one side to the other. Continually on the move. Giving Central something to kick at there. Screw punt. Wobbles its way. Left forward pocket. Scanlon almost over the top. Platten ducked the head and went through. The umpires called it high. And it will be a free kick to be taken by Johnny Platten. 15-metre penalty. Well, that is not the position to give away those sort of things. It takes Platten up right to the lip of the goal square. And Johnny Platten has an opportunity now to put Centrals back in front. The 8-minute mark of this third term. Platten kicks his first. And Central, 6 goals, 14, lead Norwood 7-4, third term.
There's the fuzzy top, Johnny Platten. Very busy rover. As the ball comes off hands, look at him. Down he goes, tries to barge the wall. Couldn't do so. Caught, tackled high, says umpire Brenton O'Connor. And the resultant kick that Platten took from there as he has a quick drink.
Cousins versus Hine. The ladder, the tap away. Fumbled there by Bird. Trying to barge through was Menzel. Couldn't do so. To the half-forward line. Fisher pushes in the back. And it will be a free kick to be taken by Stephen Trigg. And suddenly the Bulldog forwards have come alive. Stephen Trigg shifted to full forward in the second term, is now stationed at half-forward left. He's a long kicker of the ball. He could well get the distance with this kick. The breeze to help. He's pulled it. No, it's got the distance. It's home. Stephen Trigg kicks his first, and the Bulldogs now on 7 goals 14, lead Norwood 7-4, 10-minute mark, third term.
Well, a lot of work done then to get the ball out of the square, and the theory is nowadays, as a contented supporter of Central Districts has a wry smile, get the ball out of the square, and Trigg, the galloper, is the one that's able to take front spot because of his height. He kicks a mile. Well done, his first goal.
Hine and Cousins, the former tap away, try to hit back was Hannam, going through their birdies sandwiched between two Norwood players, and is penalised. Good tackle applied by Jarvis, and it will be Andrew Jarvis to take this kick from centre wing. A high ball. Inside half forward, setting himself Kelly. Cousins the mark though, finally judged by the big ruckman. And Cousins now taking the kick from centre half back, will go down that outer side. No, he's going directly downfield. Setting himself Trigg, but nicely taken by big Hine. And Hine is at the centre circle. Little to kick to. The Norwood forward line has been pulled right downfield. And Cousins again. Good marking by the big fellow. An in-form ruckman. To that outer side he goes, looking for Rusiak out there. Up comes Wilson. Good grab. Menzel the tackle. Bouncing through half forward. Clean bowls Jim Till. Right taps down looking for Rowe. Ace is caught without the ball. And it will be a free kick to be taken by Michael Ace at centre half back for Norwood. Ace to the outer side looking for Menzel, but Cousins again barging through. Sets it up for Bird. He chips away short. The lead of Bytheen, the spoil of Warhurst. It bounces out to find Hine. In goes Warhurst to take the hand pass. Works it over there to Scanlon, whose kick goes to the centre wing area. And a good mark taken by the galloping Nolan off the half-back line. Looking for Van Dommel. He's got possession. Cleverly around. Good evasion. Now over to Nolan once more. A high ball. Right forward pocket. Setting himself right. Teal the spoil. Wilson. Back to Rusiak. The hook shot for goal. It's home. The 8th goal for Centrals. 8 goal 14. They lead Norwood 7-4 at the 12-minute mark by 16 points.
Central Districts really beginning to assert themselves now. The positive movement of the ball. There's one ball that went astray, but watch the work that's being done here by Rene Van Dommel. Possibly Central's better player for the first 3 quarters. The high kick went in. Wilbur Wilson's the busy man here. Offhand he goes. He spots Lindsay Rusiak. The handball is good. The kick over the shoulder. The wind does the rest. Spears it straight through. Good goal.
Centrals from the centre through Van Dommel again. Trigg clean bowled. Rusiak in the van. Fantasia has it knocked away. Jenkins there, cleverly done. Hand pass to Fisher. Fisher the kick. Oh, he's fouled after disposal. And it will be a free downfield to be taken by Dickinson. Oh, there's not a very good sight there as the runner came onto the field. I certainly don't think it was intentional, but the ball brought back now for Connolly to take the kick as the runner and Connolly collided. But the ball held up now by Warhurst in the back pocket for Norwood.
Yes, I think an act of stupidity then by a trainer. The aggression was there, all right. I sort of beg to differ about the attack on the player. Straight off the line, just an instant matter of heat. And now the players really have to settle down and play football. Michael Aish, an opportunity. He goes short. Oh, it's not well directed. I really believe Michael Aish's game is a little bit off today. He's a brilliant player, but he's been very well contained for most of the day. Trigg, Pryor, he'll go wide. He's looking for Peter Bytheen. He'll get there too as he takes the comfortable mark. Tom Warhurst caught out of position. And a little bit of frustration beginning to come into the Norwood defence as the Central Districts players beginning to pepper their forward line in the early moments of the third term. The assistance of the wind. Bytheen kicking from the ideal place. He's kicked straight through the centre. Peter Bytheen's got 3 goals. And Central Districts 9-14, Norwood 7-4, 15 minutes gone. And there are plenty of them out there at the moment. It's been a pretty rugged game all day and played at a good pace. Out wide, Michael Aish runs the gauntlet and gets paid the piper for it. In goes Platten. He's bounced out with that small frame, and it comes to Thomas. Tears away, looks wide. Dickinson there. Also waiting is Maynard. Swept wide. All Central Districts have got numbers around the ball now. One in strife, one supports. There's a bit of pushing and shoving. Wilbur gets it over. Here's an opportunity. Lindsay Rusiak pops his another goal through. That's his second. And Central Districts doing it on the bit at the 15-minute mark of the final term.
Well, the Central's really showing their run. The handball shovelled out by Robertson. The kick came from Pittman. Up high there, Wilbur over, but he had a wall to help him. Rusiak on the run and popped through his second goal. So the Bulldogs always able to answer anything that Norwood can throw up. Lead by 37 points at the 16-minute mark.
So Hine versus Cousins. Been a good battle all day. Cousins been more effective in the field play. He's taken some great field marks when really needed. Oh, down goes Rusiak. A heavy blow there, but that's a bit of body work. And we'll see another bounce.
Hine and Cousins. Cousins rucking extremely well. The kick by Jarvis along the ground, trying to worm his way through. There was Rusiak, Bird, in fact. Now it's Connolly out looking for Platten. The superior pace of Platten. Beautiful ball control. Right forward pocket he goes, and Wilbur takes the mark. 4 goals. The will of the wisp half forward. And he'll be king of Elizabeth tonight. Always the opportunist. The lead from Triggers ignored. And we saw a kick from this position earlier in the quarter where it went towards the goal, swung out and was marked by Bytheen. This time he's pulled it across the face of goal. 1 point the result. Central's lead by 38 points.
And in fact, Central led at every change in that game at Elizabeth. At half-time, that's not correct, is it? At quarter-time, the scores were level. Then they led at every change. I'm not going too well, actually. Norwood led by 17 points at half-time. And then Central started their revival. At three-quarter time, it was 84 points to 53, 31 points there in favour of Central. And in the final analysis, Central won by 43. Van Dommel, Trigg and Rusiak all kicked 2. And for Norwood, Maynard, Winter and Roberts, or Maynard kicked 4 and Winter and Roberts kicked 2 each. The best for Central, Pittman, Bytheen, Rowan, Cousins. And the best for Norwood were Teal, Maynard and Roberts. Well, I guess Kevin Neal is just about the Lord Mayor of Elizabeth tonight. If he is, he'd be wearing newly fitted robes because he certainly wouldn't have fitted into Darryl Hicks's. But after 2 games and 2 wins, Central are really doing it very, very well. And after the game, Kevin Neal spoke to Dennis Airy.
Kevin, welcome to South Australian football. You must be very pleased. 2 games up and 2 games won. Today, critically important. And what do you think won the game for you today?
Well, Dennis, it's always pleasing to win. We didn't play all that well again up till half-time. I just don't really know what it is. The commitment after half-time to get to the ball first, I thought was better. Plus, we did have 2 or 3 players that really did lift in that second half. It gave us a lot of drive.
I admired the young man in centre. He's a ruckman, Cousins.
Yes, well, Richard's getting better each week. His second half today was exceptional. He really did play well, marked the ball well, worked hard, and with him and Peter Bytheen, I thought we turned the game a bit after half-time.
Your side looks different. Last year they may have not gone on with the business. What's making them go on with the business in the second half?
Well, I can't really put my finger on it, but I think the fact that I've tried to make them a bit more aware of working hard when we lose the ball. If we work hard and put pressure on the other sides, it then gives our backmen opportunities. The ball doesn't come in quite as well as it would otherwise, and I think that's having a bit of a bearing on it.
And your small men put in an incredible effort today. Young Platten, Rene Van Dommel?
Yes, they all played very hard. A little fella that doesn't get much recognition, and I gave him a job to do today on Michael Aish, young Trevor Rowan. I thought he did a marvellous job. Did
you have a plan before the game? Norwood have got well-known stars. Were you going to put any of them through a screen?
No, well, Aish, of course, with his great ability to get possession of the ball, was one that worried us a bit. And, full credit to my chairman of selectors, Alan Stewart. He's the boy that's feeding me the information at the moment, because I don't really know the players on the other sides. But he was one we tried to cut out. McIntosh and Thomas, another two good ball getters, and I thought we really held them fairly well.
And then your forwards did the job.
Yes, we're a bit haphazard in the first half. We weren't getting too much result. It was getting down there, but switching the ruckman there, I think, gave us a little bit more bite down there. Plus, Righty, although he didn't get a lot of kicks at centre forward, I thought he did a lot of work. He led and created some space, which all helps.
Wilbur Wilson's a colourful character, isn't he?
Yes, well, Wilbur was a bit worried about whether he'd play this year. He didn't know he had another year left, but I'm very pleased he decided to. He's trained hard, lost a bit of weight, and his contribution so far this year has been really good.
You've been here for a little while, Kev. What's your impression of the club as a whole?
Well, I don't have anything bad to say about the club at all. Everything's been going well. The people behind the club and the board and everybody around here, the players and such, have really accepted me very well and made my job a lot easier. And naturally, I suppose, if you win, everything's a little smoother. But no, it's really good here. I've got no complaints.
The two games that you've played this year have been against sides that were in the final five last year. You've beaten them.
Well, there were two sides that finished above us last year, Dennis, and two sides that we didn't beat last year. So, there are a couple of bonus games to us, really, and we've set our sights on making the fifth spot. If we get higher up, well and good, but they're two sort of bonus wins for us, so we're working pretty well.
I'd like to embarrass you a bit. If I had to ask you, who were your half a dozen best players today, understanding that the whole side played well, who would you name?
Well, I've sat down sometimes to think about best players, and I find it a bit hard, but, the two ruckmen I thought were, Pittman played a great game for us. Rowie did a great job for us. Connolly. We had players, Stephen Trigg in the second half was shocking in the first half, but really picked up, and Wilbur. We had, I think everybody contributed after half-time, and that's what I'm really looking for.
Kev, congratulations. It's been a fine opening to the season to yourself and your club. We wish you the best for season 84.
Thank you, Dennis.
That was Central's coach Kevin Neal talking to Dennis Airy after Central's win against Norwood out at Elizabeth.